So can you even give us a name of your characters?
Mine, Carlos Gutierrez is the only thing I can say about my character.
I play Joanne Collins.
She's allowed to tell us about Joanne, apparently.
Oh yeah, so Joanne, allow me.
Yeah, go for it.
So, about my character. So Joanne is married to Luke Collins, and they are a vigilante couple out to seek some revenge for something that happened to one of their loved ones. They lost their son, and I say she's in one of the stages of grief, anger, and blame as well, and so she's seeking retribution.
Does that put your character in jeopardy?
Yeah, no, she, hopefully we do some crazy things. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
but no, my character is actually, he's an Army vet, and he's just come out, and he's dealing with a lot of mental issues, some instability in there in his personal and professional life, and he's now being presented with this grandiose opportunity to make a difference, and he's struggling whether he should take it or not.
How big of a role does your character play in the overall Heroes Reborn story? Are you...
How many lines do you have?
Do you like how many episodes are percentage-wise? How big of will your character?
He's
how much
there the whole way through, baby.
There we go.
Yeah.
You're gonna be tired of seeing my face after. I know I'm not saying much, but I think the end product will do all the talking for me. Yeah.
Well, you say he's struggling. What is he struggling with?
That's another thing, man. I literally.
You're good.
Yeah. Oh, you almost got it out of me. Yeah. He's struggling with
Complex issues to do with emotion and...
Yeah, let's see how vague I can get. He's just struggling with something that's he's been given that he maybe doesn't deserve.
But is it a moral issue of whether I should do this?
It's kind of
or am I doing good or
it's
bad?
It's a mortality issue. Yeah. That's all I can really say.
Sounds like he's seeking solace.
Yeah.
We'll let that one pass, yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that one. Yeah.
Well, she wants retribution and your character wants some solace. Maybe that might be something that might work together.
So the character of Erica says she's the head of a highly successful tech conglomerate. In this world, do you think big business or government is less trusted? What do you think?
Oh, we're about to get deep.
I know.
I'm glad I'm not Henry right now, though, because Henry would go off and I would go out. I think big business does have a big hand in, kind of guiding what we want to see and how we perceive certain things. Especially now that we're, filming in Toronto and just seeing a different, lifestyle. You being from, England, you probably have a better viewpoint of what big business here does.
I think that big business is government, to be honest. I think money from big business goes all the way up. So I think that in any world, I think they're both intertwined. And
government is a big business, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't get shot after this.
Yeah. But I love big businesses and governments.
Yeah. At McDonald's.
Who have you enjoyed working with the most so far in Heroes?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I took my shot.
Do you want to go?
I can't. Yeah.
Let me see. I would probably have to say Zachary, because I get to work with him a lot. We have a really interesting dynamic as husband and wife. Sometimes I would say it's a little bit like Natural Born Killer, sometimes a little bit Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And I think it's a real complex relationship that you don't often see, where sometimes you want them to be together for it to work out, and sometimes you want them to just leave each other alone and leave everybody else alone. So I would say Zach, because he makes it work.
And how is this guy to work with?
You know what? Here's the thing. We haven't actually worked together yet. Right? We haven't worked together yet. But what I will say is he's a great dancer and fun at karaoke.
Yeah, I got a great personal life.
Are there any maybe comic books or established superheroes that you have looked to for inspiration in guiding your character at all? Any superhero muses?
Yeah, definitely. There's kind of been a mixture of quite a few. certain aspects of their lives that you use, and Punisher.
Punisher?
Yeah.
So he's super rich and he loves to kill people.
Completely wrong.
Is it the angst, the Batman angst?
It's the ingenuity of both Batman and Iron Man. Yeah.
No more questions for the witness. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Come on, Tim. Let me say something.
You're part of a vigilante couple. How are you seeking out heroes in this world to help you with your cause, or are you just like kind of in your own little like agenda, and you're just, I guess you could say, secretive about what your agenda is?
I think I can say what my agenda is, and I think I would describe it as a calling for her, where she thinks it's something that's greater than herself and is meant to be, and it is to do with people with special powers and maybe eliminating some of them. But it's from a very personal place. I think it's to do with losing a loved one, and so I think it makes sense. You understand where it comes from. It's not just complete craziness for no reason.
Between you and Zachary's character, who's more of a moral compass when you're
That's a good question. And I can answer these questions, right? I would say that maybe him. I think that being a parent and losing a child affects my character dramatically. And so I sometimes she may not see it as clearly as she should. And he maybe handles that a little bit better. But it's fun. Who needs morals? It's so overrated.
Can you tell us something about what her powers are?
She doesn't have a special power, although I say she is a mother, and that in its own way is a special power, because you have the ability to read the mind of your child and to find more time in the day than there actually is.
So you strapping on the sidearms and the crossbow and...
There's a bit of that. If you see in the poster,
Kinda like Laura Croft,
I kind of got my Angelina Jolie on a little bit. So I get to work with guns, some amazing guns, and I get to do some really good stunts, and basically just be not a typical girl on TV, really. I definitely feel I get to be a woman, which is wonderful.
So when you first meet him, do you have to use any of those weapons?
Sorry?
When you first meet him, do you have to use any of those weapons?
These are a tough one, aren't
I know, right? I kill everybody on the show,
Yeah.
I turn into Siler.
I just had to keep trying.
Yeah.
Well, the effort is well known.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
So we can ask though, how happy are you guys to? Were you familiar with the former series and watched it, and how great is it for you, or were you excited to do this, and were you
Completely excited. Yeah, I mean, it kind of took me by surprise, because it might have been fruition, it might have not been, but beforehand I had been wanting to play an army character or some kind of superhero-esque character or just troublesome character, and this kind of tackles all three of those things. And I pinch myself every single damn day, when I'm on set, and I come to set every now and then just to watch these guys work. And it's just such a beautiful, amazing cast. And I've heard that the first original Heroes was kind of similar to that, so we're in good company.
How deep did you go into researching your role? Did you talk to any soldiers of PTSD? Because it sounds like your character may have that,
My cousin is in the armed services right now, and he's actually in Afghanistan right now. So that was probably the biggest honor for me. When I got the role, I was able to see him 3 months right after, and I was kind of just picking his brain. I was like, dude, so what is it like? And it's a lot deeper and a lot darker than anybody thinks it can ever get. And I hope I'm doing it right for him. And there was a lot of personal, feelings towards the character.
Thank you.